guys, it's Tuesday again, and I am bringing you another one of my empty box series. This layout is pictures of the succulents that are at Alan's aunt and uncle's place. This was on their patio, and they were just gorgeous. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are to die for. And so I thought I would use a little bit of cheeky products because Sweet Succulents Ephemera just absolutely screamed at me when I was like printing these pictures because, of course, they're succulents. And so the flowers and the little garden that his aunt and uncle have is just amazing. And this was actually his other, aunt and uncle. So we saw two sets of aunt and uncles in California. And my last picture that I did a layout with was at, let's see, what they are in Pleasanton. But this aunt and uncle are in Los Altos Hills. And so flowers are, wildflowers or like tropical plants that grow naturally there are just everywhere. There are some just gorgeous cactus and succulents and things of that nature. It's the perfect weather to grow plants. And so everybody does it like along the mountainside and everything, like these homes. Aunt Sue and Uncle Chris in Los Altos Hills, they live up in the hills. And so we visited some of their neighbors, and of course we stayed at their house for a night or two, and it was just the whole side of the mountain. People plant these gorgeous plants. I'm sorry, my voice is going out. If you watch my last video, I did edit this the same day that my voice was toast because I went out with some friends last night and we were at a very noisy restaurant. So it doesn't take much for me to lose my voice. Anyway, so it was just really, really pretty, and I'm an avid gardener, and I thought, wow, these are just amazing, and I need to take lots and lots of pictures. So you're going to see a lot of layouts with pictures from California gardens. And the Empty Box series is something that I'm doing to get through products that I had basically collected or didn't use in previous kits that I received before I started the Cheeky Kit Club. But so there's just random bits and pieces. I think some of the ephemera there on the left is from El Studio. And of course, I'm showing you there that I'm using the Cheeky Studio Sweet Succulents ephemera. And there's also labels and bouquets if you like that sort of thing. But the orange flowers and twigs and some of the green flowers or succulents, I guess, technically, matched this perfectly. The background paper is by Studio Calico, and it is the Here and There collection. And what else? I didn't even back the photo with paper. I just basically embellished around the photos. And, I'm big into embellishing, so I hope I have a voice after this. I'm going to edit several videos today so I can catch up. I was in Mexico for a week, and so everything was kind of quiet for a week, but I'm back at it, and I wanted to make sure that I played catch up, and I promised to make more videos, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping my word. So what else do I use? I use one of the flares from that was from my stash, and I also use a flare from Cheeky Studios Falling for Autumn collection, and those little crosses were some like enamel crosses from the Citrus Twist kits. I tried to make that flower work, but it just didn't match. It wasn't reminiscent of succulents or the flowers or anything like that. I'm not sure where the chipboard came from, but it says "You're rad" because they were so rad. I love them. I tried to put in some of this other chipboard and it did not make it. I will write Los Altos Hills up there on the little tag on the upper right. And I use my Tri-Tip fine liner. Or Tri-Plus fine liner. They are just amazing. If you don't have those, it's worth the investment if you're a pen junkie. I mean, they are just the most lovely things to write with, and they're so smooth and opaque. And I really, really like them. My daughter bought them for me for Christmas, and that is my go-to journal pens now. So, and I was like struggling using pens, and I remembered I had those, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are the greatest pens. So it was like rediscovering them, but I have a terrible memory, so no surprise there. Every day is new. I have stuff for a while, and then I'm like, I forget I have it. Oh, sorry, that's bad texting. So I'm just figuring out placement here for the flare. I'm going to use this Cheeky Studio one in the upper left and the one that says live in the lower right to balance. And, oh, I know I started this with the here and there. I just tore the edge, and like I cut out the edge, and then I put paper underneath it so it had a little bit of balance to the page as well. I add some sequins from Cheeky Studios Wildflower Collection. And I go back and sprinkle with some Shimmer's Fresh Squeezed, which is a coloring, so it doesn't have any shimmer, but it's just an opaque, bright orange, and I use it more than I thought I would. I really like it. And I lose a little bit of footage here at the end, but you didn't really miss anything other than me adding a couple of enamel dots, and that is the layout. So, beautiful pictures. I really like how the layout came out, and if you like this series, please give me a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe. I would love to have you on my channel. And you can click that bell for further notifications. And there's my Instagram information and Facebook group. Hope to see you there. Ta-ta for now. Bye.